Hey guys, what's going on? It's xdeadlysmoorex here, and welcome back to part 3 of our Dragon Age Inquisition Let's Play. In the last episode, we just explored Haven, and we got to know more about Solus and Varric, and our first thing was to go to the Hinterlands, where we are now, and search for Mother Giselle, or Giselle, however you want to say it, to because she's said that she'd help us. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's episode. We're going to be talking to Mother Giselle and then possibly clearing out a few things, and there's some other things we should sorting out some other things basically. So let's get into it. I mentioned this in a lot. I'll say this before anything else. So here's your requisitions officer. I did mention requisitions in the last, briefly in the last episode. So we just got a new quest, Cage Requisitions. So we need 4 locks and 5 locks and 10 iron. I don't tend to go out of my way to do requisitions in this game because they're endless. And yes, while they give you power, there are far easier ways and frankly far more fun ways to get power in this game. Instead of going down to the crossroads like right away, I always come to this house because you get royal elf fruit, which is this one here. It's useful. I can't exactly. I think it's for like an upgrade later on that you need it for.
That may be worth investigating.
I completely just didn't even read that. I think Solus did that one. That was my bad. That letter thing that I forgot to read, or just instinctively pressed circle to like cancel reading it. That that just starts up a quest that we can do, which I don't think I'll do right away. There are some other things I want to do first. So yeah, requisitions they're okay. They help you get power, but as I say, for me, there's far more interesting ways to get far more interesting ways to get power, and far easier ways to get power than just doing requisitions. They are endless, which is something. I think they're endless.
They're trying to protect the refugees.
But I don't know because I've never fully done them, so. There we go. Fade step right into the battle again.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Nope, they really don't. To be honest, you actually don't really need to stay that long in the Hinterlands, if we're being perfectly honest. Because you literally only need to be here to get 4 power, and we've already got 1, so we only need 3 more power, and then we can just progress with the main story. But I don't do that. I try and do like a lot of this, not a lot. I try to do some of the stuff here. Like I clear out
Be ready.
I clear out both the Templar encampments and the apostate encampments. I go to the Western Fortress and I clear that out. Return the treasure, do the ram meat quest, the potion quest, the I guess like the cult on the hills quest. I do that. I get you can grab. The good thing is you can grab at least like 3 agents here as well. You can grab. There's a former like circle mage that you can get. There's an Inquisition scout that you can get as an agent, and there's also a
It's done.
like a nobleman you can get as an agent as well. So I get those. And you guys are probably like, well, why are you doing that if the Hinterlands is, like you mentioned in the last episode, Hinterlands so tedious? Why do you want to prolong your stay here? Well, the reason is I try and get as much influence as I can before, or try and get as much influence as I can. So A, I don't have to come back here again, and B, I believe I mentioned it in the last episode. Actually, I don't think I did. There's a war table mission that you get in the second half, when you get 6 influence, called Power for a Price. And Power for a Price makes this game so much less boring, because what it does is once you complete the war table mission and you get that, there's like a merchant stand that comes to Skyhold. You guys know it. Basically the second half base. You asked me, and you can basically, from the guy, as it says in the title of the war table mission, you can buy power from him for a price. And not only does it give you power, but it also gives you influence. And influence it doesn't seem important at first glance, because all it does is it gives you like more war table missions. But not only does it give you war table missions, influence also gives you Inquisition perks, which you can use to like upgrade or get like I guess passive abilities for
You want me to appeal?
oh,
If I thought you were incapable,
like passive abilities and like other like speech options. So for example, there's actually 4 like different, like I guess, trees for your for the Inquisition perks to get. You get forces, secrecy or secrets, nobility, and I think just the like the Inquisitor's one, or the like your character's one. The ones I always go for first is I always get the knowledge for each like skill, like tree, or each like advisor, and like your character. So I was talking to my friend the other day as well, and we would I mentioned that it was kind of weird that, because Cullen gives you underworld knowledge, Liliana gives you arcane knowledge, Josephine gives you like nobility knowledge, and like the Inquisitor, your character's knowledge is historical knowledge. I said it was weird because it was weird that Cullen gives you underworld knowledge and Liliana gives you arcane knowledge, because Liliana's your spy master, so she should really be the one that gives you underworld knowledge. But and then because Cullen's a former Templar, he like knows stuff on the arcane, being a Templar and all. But hey, oh, that just doesn't happen. But it's fine. It's just a minor like nitpick. Like a very minor nitpick, but whatever. So, oh yeah, we gotta get these quests.
Please, somebody, my wife needs
So yeah, this is one of them I do. Because if you actually help this guy out, you actually get Solus approval for doing it. It's only slight approval, but hey, it's approval nonetheless.
Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
So we got that. Up here, then we get the I don't really want to speak with Corporal Vale. All Corporal Vale does is he gives you information on like what's happening. So with where the Templar camp is, where the Apostate camp is, and that's really it. I mean, he tells you like with villagers going the villagers or the refugees going hungry, and them being cold and stuff. But the thing is, you still actually need to talk to the people to get the quest, which is kind of weird, but whatever. No, that's fine. Again, another nitpick. Because that's the thing, is like, while I obviously, if you guys heard like in the start, or like for this episode, I've got a few like minor complaints. That's kind of all I have, really, about this game. is sort of slight complaints, and that's really it. And honestly, if a game can do that for me, that's kind of the mark of a good game. Like, if the only thing that you can complain about are like relatively minor things, then that's it. Because if you don't want to do any of the if you just want to get 3 power for the hinterlands and then get out, that's all you need to do. You don't need to do any of this stuff. It's just there if you want to do it. Let's get these camps. Let's also go speak to Dennett because we need to. So that's all that's really there. Because I think, I mean, actually, there is one area or 2 areas in this game, maybe just one, that I can remember off the top of my head that is like a complete waste. That being the hissing wastes. It's kind of a waste because all that area is. There's literally nothing there apart from, like, if you want to get to like level 20 before the final boss, then that's literally all the hissing wastes is used for. There's nothing there. Literally, it's a giant desert in the dark, with nothing of substance there at all. Let me explain this thing over here. This is an ocularum. It is an ocularum. It's as you can see, it's a skull. It's actually, I believe it's supposed to be the skull of a tranquil. I'll explain what tranquils are in a minute. Basically, therefore. Oh, hello, Ram. Come here, bitch. Please tell me you dropped something. Please tell me he actually did, otherwise I'm going to be... no, I'm not pissed right now. Good. Did. There we go. Got ram meat. Nice. Need that. See, the rams will only drop ram meat when you accept the quest, and that's it. Otherwise they'll just drop, I think, ram leather and... I think lamb wool, maybe. Not entirely sure.
The apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars.
What else? Oh yeah, I was talking about the oculariums. They give you one of the more, I guess, tedious side quests in the game for every area, that being the shards. And before you ask or type in the comments, am I doing the shards? Absolutely not. No, that's not happening. That's too long and too boring. That's never happening. So, yeah. Shards I won't do. The Astrariums I might do. That's a possibility. Not 100% sure though. What's this? Not a splashing. Hang on a minute, guys. Oops. Sorry for the mic bump and that itchy ear again. I do apologise, but what's in here? Scout armor. Oh, I can give it to Varric now. Maybe. Actually, I don't think it's as good as the armor he's wearing right now. Could give it to Sarah, actually, to be honest. There we go. I don't. So the way I'm like upgrading these guys, upgrading my characters is I do tend to give them abilities, but I also like to give them passive abilities quite a lot of the time. So I don't like to, like, at this point I don't like to fill out their like their attacking skill tree, their attacking like slots. And plus some of the passive abilities are really good. Like there's literally there's a skill for like how warriors get armor that increases, get away from me, that increases how long it stays on for. And like I think if it goes away, there's also a passive ability that that deals damage to people that do that, which which is really good. Makes Cassandra and Blackwall even more of a tank. Bull, not so much. Bull is like almost the definition of a glass cannon. Like Iron Bull hits extremely hard, but oh boy, fragile. Which sucks because I really like Bull, Iron Bull even. Now I said I was going to do Bennett. Okay, right. I gotta stop because I'm getting into like my offline mindset of okay, let's just do whatever. But no, I've got set mindset. What we'll do is we'll get the quests from Dennett, or the quest from Dennett, and then get do that. And then, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get. I'm not going to spend like half a dozen episodes in the Hinterlands. You'll probably only see like 1 or 2 episodes, maybe 3 at the most episodes in the Hinterlands, and like that's it. Maybe 2. I'll probably limit it to 2. So this episode and the next episode. Oh, well, I haven't seen that one before. That's level 7. Oh, hello. Level 8. Damn, that's some good stuff right there. So that's Cassandra sorted for a bit. When she gets to level 8, that's Cassandra sorted for a little bit. Is that a great sword or is it a standard sword? Because I've never seen that one. No, it's a one-handed sword. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Scout armor. It's not mine. Yeah, Varric's Stonebearer armor is actually a lot better. Gives him range defense. That gives him melee defense, but get the melee defense just in case someone slips past Cassandra and hits Varric. Well, I'll do that. I just did that automatically again. I'm sorry. Because I don't tend to read like codex entries and like notes and stuff offline. I just press circle and just get on with it. These guys, Templar defenders, are really annoying. Well, for me they are, unless like you're a mage where you've got like the lightning strike ability, like my square ability and my R1 ability. They're really annoying. Oh, especially if you're a fucking rogue archer and like I say Templar, like if you're anything but a mage, they are a hassle because you have to hurt them. You have to knock them on the floor, or maybe not if you're a two-handed warrior. They're quite easy for a two-handed warrior. You have to knock them on the floor, or hit them from behind. Because there's a skill with the two-handed warriors where you literally just slam your weapon down and it knocks your opponent on the floor. So that makes them kind of trivial if you're a two-handed warrior. But if you're not, they are really annoying. Yeah, if you're not a two-handed warrior or a mage, shield guys will really annoy you. They even annoy you even if you're a mage, because if you see my R1 ability, they can hit the shield and they just fly off, and it's really aggravating. So I think what we're going to do in today's episode, I think I've made my mind up because I'm just going with the motions at this point. We'll do Dennett's quests. We'll do the Watchtower and the Watchtower quest, because there's something I need to do with that, because it'll show something else off. So we'll do the Watchtower quest. We just cleaned out the Templars. We'll clean out the apostates.
The refugees should be safer on the King's Road.
And I think that'll be it. That's what we're going to do for today's episode. Sounds like a decent plan. Because then in the next episode, what we can do is clean out the wolves for Alendra, like Dennett's wife. Then go to the cult in the hills, and that might be that, because I'll do like the ram meat, and that I'll do the ram meat off screen, because you guys don't really need to see me hunt down rams for an entire episode. It's annoying. Also, I'll probably do the rifts off screen as well, because you really don't need to see that either. there's a lot of like boring off-screen, like, I guess I don't really want to call it this, but it kind of is, like a lot of boring off-screen paperwork kind of stuff you kind of don't need to see. So like the rifts I'll do off-screen, the ram meat quest I'll do off-screen, the one we meet the other day, the shelf, I'll do on screen, if I can exactly remember where it is. Probably not in this episode. And the reason I don't actually, for whatever reason, I don't tend to do Dennett first. I always tend to do take it back, take it back, take it back. Dreams won't stop until you take it back to the Western Fortress. They'll never stop. We will wake up screaming and find notes written by your own sleeping hand. Take it back, or I'll draw allies to do it for me. Okay, so that's the Western Fortress. Might do that in the next episode as well. Because there's so much stuff I want to show you guys that I do in my offline one, but a lot of it, it's like borders. I just combined the word boredom and tedious together. Borders. Yeah, I did it again. I do apologise. I've just slipped into normality with me being like, oh, I see a codex or a letter, I just press circle and it's done. Oh, get ruined. The dodge me. Ain't no dodge got Gaius from Chaz Cold Steel 1, but
No normal
it's
wolf
something.
would fight with such determination.
So the reason
breach may
I'm
have
doing
driven them
Dennett first, actually I'll do the camp here first, is simply because Dennett gives you access to a mount, like your first mount in the game, and then you can like swap it out for whatever like mount you want to do. And that actually makes going across the Hinterlands a lot easier. And for whatever reason, I only do Dennett for kind of last. Like, he's one of the last things I do for whatever reason. Or like, he's kind of midpoint of what I do in the Hinterlands, which is kind of weird saying that he's really useful. Well, he is really useful because he gives you the mount and makes travelling across the Hinterlands less boring and take less time, which is a good thing because the Hinterlands is fucking huge. Here we go, something else. You see, there's this door here. Only if you see an open sign and it's got the keys on it, that means only a rogue can open it. But I can't open this because I know Varric can, but because I don't have the skill Deft Hand Find Tools, that's why I can't open it. If you ever have a locked door with a question mark on it, or then proceeds to become a padlock, you need Deft Hand Find Tools to open them, and a rogue. So yeah, this guy's Master Dennett. I think he kind of like makes a stereotypical kind of remark about maybe a slight stereotypical remark about like what race you are. So if you're Canary, he calls you an Oxman, a dwarf. I can't remember what he says if you're a dwarf, but if you're an elf, he says never thought it'd be a member member from the or a Hallow Rider from the Wildlands though. And you can call him out on that though. I think his favourite is an elf, because when you call him out and he goes, what? He says, because I called you a Hallow Rider. Those Hallow are damn majestic beasts. I give my right arm to ride one of them. Like, then I don't really know much about Dennett. I guess he's kind of the same thing about like Thren and like Harriet and Adan and those kind of ones, where don't really care much for him. Oh, that's Hot and Hightown. Oh, you best believe I'm reading that shit. Hot and Hightown, if you guys know, well, you probably do. It's Varric's crime series. Let's go talk to Selena, not Eldredder. Who's Eldredder? Oh, I know who Eldredder is. Got mixed up. Which is weird because Eldredder's actually an elf, but They both begin with an E. Leave me alone.
And our farmers will be safe again.
Tell me about them
How are these wolves acting differently
wolves.
from normal?
Normal wolves go after mice, but
Um,
come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like dark spawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts.
oops.
I won't endanger
I'm sorry if you just heard like a breeze going through my mic. I've got my fan on at the moment, so if you could hear that in the background, I do apologise. But the day I'm recording this, it's a hot day, and I don't want to overheat during this recording, so I got my fan on. Darkened Samurai. I don't think I've ever seen that. Here we go. Bron.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
Cool.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Yeah. Come on.
Farewell.
So yeah, this is the one we're going to do first, is this one. Because this is actually a... I'll grab the horse as well. Because that's a war table mission and we need to do it. And it's a war table mission, I just said that twice, that I'll talk about war table missions when we get back to Haven. Because all I'm going to do is I'm going to do farmland security, like we get all the watchtower locations marked, then go back to Haven and sort it out. There is Cassandra there, but we're not going to talk to her until like a couple of episodes later. So basically we're not going to talk to Cassandra until we finished all of the stuff in the Hinterlands. There's a rift right there and I'm not going to do it right now. We'll sort that rift out when we get back to when we come back to the farm to turn in the quests. That's when we'll do that rift. It'll probably be the one and like maybe the one and only rift I do on screen, like in the Hinterlands. Probably actually, yeah, maybe like the one and only rift I do on like on screen. Yeah, come on, keep going, mate. So do this, and then I do tend to think out loud, guys, so I do apologise if I keep repeating myself. It just helps me like remain focused on what we're supposed to be doing. Oh, hello. Oh, so if you see Inquisition soldiers, like 2 of them around a chest, they've actually a floating chest as well. Actually, they've secured stuff for us, and it's a bow that I don't need. Is my horse there? Yeah. Okay, my horse just vanished into the nether, vanished into the ether, never to be seen again. Until right now. Come back here, come on. When we go back to Haven, I'm probably going to change the horse into to something else. I'm just thinking, like, if you're like, there are like 2 like worst case scenarios for the Chantry for like who could be the Herald of Andraste. Like, it's either going to be a Dalish elf, like what we are, Dalish elf mage, because humans don't really like elves, and the Chantry like frowns upon mages. Well, like not really frowns upon, but like they're stuck in like a tower and can never like leave unless it's extremely important kind of thing. And again, humans don't tend to like elves. And you're like the combination of 2 things that the Chantry and humans themselves don't really like. Or a Canary, like probably Canary mage, to be honest. Again, Chantry not really the biggest fans of magic, because I think it was I think it was Tevinter mages or mages that caused the downfall, killed Andraste, I think it was. And obviously everyone's wary of the Canary because of the Cune and all that stuff, so probably afraid of a dwarf because obviously your dwarven character has ties to the Carter, which again is the Carter's dwarven mafia. Stables, horses. We got all these different horses we could do. Not going to show you all of them. Dracolisks are really cool. I'll show you a Dracolisk. Look at that. They're cool. I like the look. They do look a bit terrifying and a bit odd, but I like them. I like lizards in general. They're cool. Hearts I tend to get the most, so it's the wild heart I think I use the most. Yeah, that's the one I do tend to use the most because it looks cool. And then these ones, the Alpha Warnog, the Earthbound Steed. Meh. Earthbound Steed is a horse with a sword through the bottom of its jaw. I'll show you the Warnog because it does look really wick. Look at it. I might keep that one out, to be honest. I like the look of it. So yeah, we can now talk to Cassandra, but we're not going to do that. So off we go to the war table, and we'll talk about war table missions. Oh yeah, I need to talk to Liliana as well. Again, we'll do that when we finish all the stuff at the Hinterlands.
Your kind killed the most holy.
Oh, look at that. Templars and mages arguing with each other.
Shut your mouth, mate! Enough! Knight Captain.
Damn, if Cullen had got in there, he would have fucking... That Templar would have killed him or attacked him.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
You can have a quick conversation with Cullen here with like Chancellor Roderick there, but I don't tend to do it, and I'm probably not going to do it here. You can talk to Mother Giselle. I don't tend to do it either. In here is this is Josephine's, like, I guess, office, and that's when you can talk to Josephine again, but again we'll do that after we finish all the stuff in the Hinterlands. You don't really get to talk to Cullen after you've gone to Valroyo. So, and I have enough power to go to Valroyo, which is this here, because you only need 4, but we're not doing that. That's not a long way. So these small ones here, so like not the big ones, I'm gonna do that because it takes the least time. So yeah, I'll contact Clan of Velen. So this, what you see here, contact Clan of Velen is a specific war table mission for the Elven character, the Elven Inquisitor. You get a specific war table mission depending on your character. So for the Canary, you have to contact like your mercenary band. I can't remember what the dwarves and the human ones are because I haven't done that in a while. I think the humans one is you contacting your family, but you have to be careful on who you pick for each like war table mission, or you have to be careful for a majority of them. So in this one, don't take Cullen while he has the less time, which this is actually real world time. That's kind of the one thing that slightly annoys me about war table missions, is they actually take real time. But if you do the war table missions and then save and exit Inquisition to go do something else, then come back, they will be completed no matter what, so it's really cool. Yeah, so don't take Cullen on this one because it will literally end the quest right there. I think some of your clan have been killed, and I think some of the Inquisition soldiers can be killed, you get nothing for it. So either send Liliana or Josephine. I'm going to send Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
And then I'm going to do the Tin of High OR, and we send Josephine.
Let us begin.
So, okay, I might as well get all these. So the Black Emporium, this is DLC, but I might show it off. I'll show it off later, maybe after we finished all the stuff in the Hinterlands. Storm Coast, this is another area we can go to. I'll show this off again after we finish doing the Hinterlands, Val Royo, and talking to other characters. And this is the... oh, I've forgotten what it's called. Is it the... I think it's the Falamire. And that's another area. It's a very short area, and it's a very small area, and to get through it you don't need all that effort, so you can probably do everything in the Falamire in one episode, which is really cool. There we go, there's Josephine, give Manave some research and whatever. Oh, that's special shipments. But that's fine, back to the Hinterlands. And we are about to do something. Oh yeah, I remember what we were going to do now. Take care of the apostates, because you actually get a staff for doing it as well, which is cool. Kind of like how I got the hand sword for Cassandra. You get a staff for taking down the apostates. Oh yeah, other ones I'll do off screen are the supply caches. Though that'll do off screen. Again, there's a lot of like off-screen stuff I'll do for the Hinterlands, because again it's just paperwork stuff and not very interesting. Then again, if I could stream this, I would, and you would see me do everything. Right. Yeah, because I can't actually see where it is. I know it's somewhere over here, I think. It's over by where this Fade Rift is, I believe. There we go. Where's my Nog? There he is. I was going to say, where's my horse? But it's not a horse, it's a Nog this time. It walks very much like a gorilla. Like it walks on its knuckles. Or its front knuckles. Oh my, how wide are... fucking hell. How wide... is Selena like... oh my god. Not going to say that on camera, but jeez, look at that. I feel like a Nog's supposed to be for like, I don't know, a canary or something. God, imagine a dwarf. How wide... do you know what? Not even going to go there. I have gone there, but I'm not going to continue. Because it's not very user-friendly. Or YouTube-friendly. Come on, Nog, get out of here. Thank you. Where the hell's Varric? Oh, there he is. I mean, he's a dwarf, he's kind of hard to miss sometimes, but still. Right. And I'm about to introduce you to one of the biggest lies ever told in a video game. Right. Everyone who's played Inquisition probably knows the lie I'm about to... I guess not the biggest, or one of the biggest lies told in a video game, but one of the biggest gameplay lies ever told in video game history. Maybe an exaggeration, but... I don't know. It's a lie. A filthy lie. Damn. Get ruined. I need iron, just for like general, not just for the Hinterlands cages, but for crafting. Have I gone the wrong way? I have gone the wrong way. Whereabouts is it? Oh, you just got to follow this, I remember. It's down here. Follow the mist, and here we go, it's down here. Best way to, if you don't have the quest, if you haven't talked to Corporal Vale to get for the apostate location, Best way I found to do it, and I fucked up there, is literally just follow the giant ice pillars. That's another way to do it, is just follow the giant ice pillars and you'll get there. The giant ice pillars in the mist, that's a good way to know if you're that's a good indication if you want to know where you're going. So, this is right here is a magical barrier, and there'll be a tutorial that says, oh, magical barriers can only be destroyed by using opposite elements. Lies. That was a fire barrier and I just took it down with a fire staff. Lies. Lies, Bioware, lies. Full, filthy lies, Bioware. Dirty lies. Dirty, filthy lies. Come on, heal. Is this the guy that's got the Wrath of Lovis? No, I think it's that guy. The guy, the apostate that just died, I think he's got the Wrath of Lovis. It's the staff I want. It means I can give Solus this stuff. The Staff of the Dragon. Might actually be this guy that actually has it. Which is odd, because if it is, the Wrath of Lovis is not even... Oh my god, Solus, please, heal yourself. How is that bastard... Oh no, it might actually be this guy. I don't know, one of these guys drops the Wrath of Lovis. And it's a staff I want, so... I think it was this guy that drops it. Am I correct? Survey says... No, it wasn't. I got a Navaran Skull, though. And another Pharaoh unlock. Got two of them. Not bad. Nope. Give me the Wrath of Lovis. Might be the guy that died over here. Nope. One of you bastards has it. I know you do. Gonna lie to me on game, Bioware, like... Where is it? I know he did die over here, not over there, my bad. Thank you. Lovias. I call it Lovis. Like Hovis. Yeah, Wrath of Lovias is a lot better because A, it does more DPS, I get +5 magic and +5 magical defense, so mages beware, I'ma whoop your ass. What do I give him? Honestly, I might just keep the shocking staff, to be honest. Well, the dragon staff does look cool. It's better than just doing fire and ice. I'll keep that for Sarah. I can instantly give that one to Sarah, so that's good. Onyx. More Onyx, nice. Ah, here we go. This, you can actually get this giant boulder to move out of the way if you do all of the Astrariums. Nice. What? Oh no. Cassandra's got the Sundra on hit one, so give myself that. What weapon? Oh yeah, it was the bow. There we go. So that's all I was going to do. I might actually be able to get to... I might be able to get to the cult and at least close the rift of the cult. That would be good. No, because I want to get Lord Baron while I'm there, and oh god, whole other can of worms. That's what that is. Right, this way. The cult's this way, and oh god. Actually, right. I have another one. Is there another round there? Or is that Fennec? That's Fennec. God damn it. Right, cool. Is that a ram? Or is that a Fennec? No, it's a ram! Die, bitch. I said I'd do it off screen, but if there are rams nearby, I'll do it on screen. Like, there's two right there. Now, how am I not going to do it here? Stop. Don't kill any more Inquisition soldiers. I'll show off this Astrarium after I kill these two rams. Or kill that ram at least. Oh! I think that was a crit. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I think the game slows down if you get a crit. Which is pretty good. So we'll do this Australium, get the camp nearby that's over there, let the fools in Redcliffe play the good mage, as they always do. We know the truth. This world is ours to conquer, and every worthless peasant who threw a stone, every Templar who glared in disappointment at our harrowing, deserves to know it. Follow the trial to Witchwood and... Oh, okay. So that was...
What's this?
That was to show you the location of the apostate stronghold. There we go, Astrariums. Not reading it. So these things, they're pretty useful. They do range from like fairly easy, like this one is extremely easy. It's like the easiest one there. Like not even that hard. And then there's a whole codex entry on the constellation, which I'm not gonna fucking read.
Where does this lead?
Then there's but they do give you some interesting stuff. Like if you finish the one in the Hinterlands, it actually gives you a nice. That's 2 I can do. Oh, Solus just froze it, so that's good. It gives you a dagger called Snakebite, which is pretty cool. It's like a dagger, but the blade is a kind of like, I think, shaped like a curved snake. It's pretty cool. But again, unless you're going to use coal, or you're a rogue yourself, like a two-handed rogue yourself, then there's no point in using it. There we go.
One of the supply caches Whittle wanted us to find.
I need you to check a cave up in the hills off the path between Redcliffe and Haven. If you get past the Mages and Templars, it's worth it. Purest vein I've seen so close to the surface. Okay. Oh, I think that was the guy that was talking about red lyrium, I think it was. There's a chest that's what I was after. Okay. These are the Vitar. These are like basically they're like face paints, but only Canary can use them. So literally only Bull can use these, or if you're a Canary Inquisitor or like character. No, not a Narg. There we go. Thank you. Oh my god, that passive lightning strike just killed both of them, and I don't think I actually just got. I might have just spawned up there for a really annoying reason. There we go, ram meat. Lovely, I've got 7 of it, so not too much to get offline. Let's get this camp, and I'm gonna have to backtrack all the way to get that the letter I need to get to give get Lord Bartrand on our team. Actually, we'll do that in the next episode. My bad.
You said your friend hasn't reported back.
We'll make camp, and that'll do it for today's episode.
I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for him.
Nice. So we just got the quest to get Ritz. I always get Ritz. I like Ritz. Ritz is cool. Like all you know about her is what you do in this quest, unless you can talk to her. Another time, I don't know, but I don't think you can. So we're actually going to end off today's episode right now as we make camp. So, if you guys, so for a quick recap, we started the Hinterlands, we managed to talk to Mother Giselle, and we got 2 influence. They were on 2 influence, which is pretty good. Meaning we get an Inquisition perk, but we're ending off today's episode. So, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, for a quick recap, again, we started Hinterlands, we talked to Mother Giselle, and she told us to go to Val Royeaux to sort of appeal to the Chantry, to make them think like we're not as bad as we're made out to be. We also talked to Horsemaster Dennett, and we got the quest off him to build the watchtowers and take care of the wolves. He also gave us a mount, which is pretty good. And we also took care of the Templar camps and the Apostate encampment as well, which is pretty good. So in the next episode, we are going to be, well, I'm going to be backtracking to get the letter for, I don't know what that one is. Yeah, backtracking to get the letter, and then going to the encampment, like where a cult is in the hills. So we're going to be doing, I'll think of something else we can do in the next episode as well. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you are enjoying our Dragon Age 2 Inquisition Let's Play, Dragon Age 2 Inquisition, that's not what the game's called, you king idiot. If you're enjoying our Dragon Age Inquisition Let's Play, make sure to subscribe as well. Also, if you guys are a fan of JRPGs or just RPGs in general, make sure to subscribe as well, because hey, that's what I do here. Also, please be sure to check out my Trails of Cold Steel 2 Let's Play, where as of time of recording, we had just finished exploring the Terra Shrine, and we're standing outside the ruins of Gorelia Fortress, and we're about to head in there and see the devastation for ourselves. So it should be a really interesting one. Also, I say this in every episode, I have a project in the work lined up, so hopefully when that game drops I can get it recorded for you guys and get the videos out, because I'm really looking forward to it. But if I can't, then I've got backup plans, so don't worry, your boy's got you. But with all that PSA out of the way, this is xdeadlysmoorex, and I shall see you guys next time.